Okay, we good?
I'm good. Are you
Yeah.
good?
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Aboriginal Outlaws. I'm the Sugar Bear.
Johnny
I'm
B.
Joshua.
Joining us today from Turtle Island over by Alberta, right? Alberta?
Jesus.
This fucking guy doesn't know where Six Nations is.
Holy
No.
fuck.
What the
How
fuck
you
is Six
don't know where
Nations?
Six Nations is?
Yeah,
No, I
By
don't
like
know where Six Nations
Brantford.
is.
not in fucking
It's by
Alberta.
Toronto. We're
He
near
left,
Toronto.
he left New York once or twice.
Yeah.
Fucking guy.
Well, I'm in Shawna Hill. What's up?
Hey, all
Hey,
right.
And unfortunately, we are out of time now because we wrap it up at 8 o'clock. So it was nice seeing you. We got no, I'm kidding.
gotta start shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So question number one is actually from Josh.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, holy shit. Yeah, I didn't know how to answer this. You said you have so many viewers, like 100,000 viewers. What do you stream
Um,
on?
just Facebook.
Oh,
Hmm.
really?
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah. So, because I'm doing like the profile or the professional dashboard, I
Mhm.
can see how many views I get in a month. And just last week I checked it and it was like 100, just shy of 160,000 views
Oh,
just on my Facebook. Yeah.
That's
I
wild. This is a
have a
little scary.
TikTok, but I don't really use it.
hmm
Yeah.
Now, what is it? What's the message you're spreading with this, with your program here?
Well, when I first started, I was just shit posting, right? I was just a shit poster.
nice.
And then that kind of slowly grew. I would post memes, especially when like COVID was happening and stuff. So a
hmm
lot of people were like depressed and shit, right? So I would find like really crazy memes and stuff and I would post them. Um, but before I got on, so because I got on social media 2018 is when I
hmm
made my account.
That-
But prior to that, I was part of a study that was with the Indian Center in Hamilton and McMaster University. The doctors wanted to know why so many Indigenous children were dying of curable diseases.
hmm.
So they started looking into it, and I was part of the study. And once they heard my story, they turned it into a documentary, and it's now a part of the curricula for a lot of the universities and colleges all across Canada. So it's helping educate healthcare
Oh,
professionals on the effects of racism and also the effects of residential schools, because both of my parents were survivors. So I talk about that too.
All right
And
on.
then in October, I represented North America at the Global Initiative Against Organized Crime. And I brought the missing and murdered Indigenous women and children to that platform to try to help raise awareness.
Wow.
nice.
Yeah.
And here
Yeah.
we are just telling dick jokes.
Oh man, I feel terrible.
Guys, we
No,
gotta
but I
hook up.
do too, right? I do too. Like some of the shit I post, Facebook took my account away for like 10 months.
Oh, really? For what?
Really?
My memes.
Wow, that's
Like
wild.
I
And
had Bill Cosby memes and like all kinds of shit I was posting and it was bad. It was really bad.
I
So
think
that's
that's
like this.
probably, I think that's really how you and I met. Was
Yeah.
I probably laughed or commented on something you put on like that's fucked up,
hmm
Yeah.
and
A
then
lot
we
of my
just
posts are really fucked up. And that's the thing is people are like, but like you do advocacy. Like, yeah, that's part of who I am. But like my sense of humor has gotten me through some of the darkest shit in my life, right? And I feel like that's just with our community in whole. Native people have like the best humor you could
yeah,
possibly find. I feel like it's so underrated, and that's how we used to cope with a lot of what we've been through, right?
right.
oh man, you
So
got
I
it,
can I
yeah.
can advocate. I can sit on a panel with professors and advocate and talk proper, but I can also talk my shit too, right? And
They,
Yeah.
that's
they
where
always want
people
us to
are
code
like,
switch,
"You're
right?
supposed to be professional." Like
Nice.
I'm both. I don't let it consume my whole identity either, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Trauma does lead to good jokes because
it does.
I've been doing a lot of pegging jokes because
Because
my
the asshole was
wife,
traumatized.
yeah, because my wife, she just she doesn't stop because it just keeps going, the strap on.
hmm
So it really was a terrible hour and a
PTSD.
half. Yeah.
PTSD.
He makes her wear priest
It was
robes
a it
too.
was a terrible 90 minutes. You know.
Religious robes.
Just fountain.
It was just till she got tired.
Yeah,
huh?
she had coke dick, but it was rubber,
Yeah.
right? You know.
Yeah, it happened.
Not Coke Dick. That's
Sorry,
the worst, actually.
Sorry, Hennessy
That's the
dick.
worst.
Hennessy dick.
Like,
My damn.
oh, Coke Dick's the worst though. Like that's the worst shit ever when it's like going limp and shit and you're trying so hard to work with them. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
So you guys, that's
And
why I
that's
don't
like
do
the
drugs.
that's like the post I just made recently when I said, like, you've seen it, well, where I said it's crazy, like playing head games when your dick looks like a big toe is just wild to me, right? Like, because some of these guys are not self-aware of like what they're working with. You know what I mean? They think just their looks and
Yeah.
money can get you by, and they have
That's
no
the one I
idea.
did a sad emoji to. I was just like, Jesus, I'm sorry. Okay. It's worse. It could have been worse. I could have been like an angry emoji, like, listen here, Missy. It's like, there's a deformity. Okay, no. It's like,
The
can't you see by my
disability.
worried brow and my American flag decal on my truck? Yeah.
So was Facebook your first social media account, or do you have history with social media before that?
No, no, it was my
Really?
first account.
Hmm.
It's funny because I didn't even have social media for a long time. I was just a stay-at-home mom and I was engaged for like ever. And that was like my main focus. And it's funny because it was during that really bad breakup is when I got on social media and I used it as a tool to like vent and talk my shit. And it was private first and it was just family and friends. And then they were like, can you make it public? That's really funny, like what you posted.
Mhm.
So they just kept asking. So eventually I just started posting my memes publicly and then it started growing from there. Like the most shares I think I got on one meme was 37,000. And I was
Wow.
getting I was getting notifications from people in Japan and they were because it was a Chinese meme and they were sharing it way out there. Yeah. Oh, I don't discriminate. Listen,
Right.
anybody can get it.
No, that's funny because the Japanese are like historically very mean to the Chinese.
But yeah, so
So you have a lot of Japanese fans solely on racism.
Mhm.
That's
yeah, I
great.
got a lot of people solely on racism. Like I said, I don't discriminate, and it kills me when I have people and they're like, "Oh, well, that's offensive," and it's like anybody can get it. Like I don't care. I don't discriminate. It's comedy, you know.
Mhm.
Right.
I feel like that's the problem these days. Is like back in the day, people, you had Richard Pryor. He was one of my favorites. He's raw. Like he laughed about setting himself on fire and being a crackhead. You know what I mean? Like you don't have shit like that these days. Everybody's so sensitive.
Yeah, right. When did that start?
I don't know.
You should take a look at Johnny B's Facebook. He loves the self-deprecating.
If you like,
I miss cocaine memes.
I do the memes too, and I think the longest I've ever been banned was a 30-day ban. But in
10
1
months.
year, in 12 months, I've been banned 30 days, probably like 4 times. That's my record.
Get up your game, Johnny B.
I know, fucking 10 months. Fucking
I know
Yeah.
Shawna's smoking you like a fat fucking stogie.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to hide it. What the fuck?
God damn.
Oh, I didn't even
trying to
know
hide
you
it. Why
were
are you
smoking.
out?
I said you were smoking Johnny. I didn't say you. I didn't even know
I'm
you were off
smoking.
screen huffing on
I
something.
was off screen
Yes.
smoking.
See, like,
I didn't see you had the brown bag up to your face.
and,
Just popping.
Coming up with an
Stealing my
aluminum
neighbor's
ring.
gas.
I see that yellow twisted tea can too.
Oh, I can't drink that shit. I suck random dicks in bars. I black out. We can't
Me
do that.
too.
That was
Me
the
too.
last of that.
You guys have the
That's
same
the fucking
problem.
worst. Walking into a bar and then being like, we can't serve you no more. And you're
I
like,
know.
what? What do you mean? You
I think
blacked
the
right
worst
out.
would actually
Well,
be
we
sucking
found you in the
random dicks.
bathroom sucking a random dick. So
Yeah, so that's
I had
gonna
to
be
stop.
worse than being noticed.
I love,
I had to
I love that
stop.
her thing is, it sucks. They stop letting you in.
I recognize
Stop
me at the
searching
door.
me. So what the fuck can I do about it? You know?
It's not the
Other
dick
than
sucking
quit.
part. It's the it's the twisted tea part.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I had
let's
enough of
be
that.
honest. On this journey that you've been on since 2018, really, you got into it around when we started doing comedy too. You just stuck to a digital platform.
And you have way more
Yeah.
followers.
Yeah.
Right? If we had stopped being like, let's do live, if we had just done what she was doing. But anyway, let's be honest. How many fucking dick pics do you think you've gotten?
Oh, I got a whole. That's what I call it. My Moby Dick book. So many. I'm
Right.
so glad you brought this up. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Because I'm gonna like give some. I want to give some of the men some tips, right? So
All
it's like
right.
if you're
Since they
having
give you their tips.
herpes outbreak,
Ah,
don't send it,
gross.
because I'll tell you right now. I personally I zoom in on that shit. Like I observe the tip, I observe the shaft. Like I want to see, I want to know. I've had guys send me
Looking
the
for cigarette
craziest.
burns.
I've had a guy send me a picture. So he sent me a picture and it's of like lingerie on a bed. And I got mad and I said, "Who the fuck do you think that's for?" And he goes, "It's for me." Next picture, him in the lingerie. And he had a big beard, scraggly hair, like he looked like a rugged man. And he's wearing lingerie. Like I've had some of the craziest
Was it
ones.
Josh?
Kind of like Josh.
Was it Josh?
Crazy
Was it me?
shit.
We told him not to send those pictures.
Oh, I've had some crazy ones. I get a lot. And then the one I was like, I even made a post about it. I was like, don't you send me that African lion safari dick. That dick was 5 feet long.
Oh,
I was
geez.
like, yeah, don't do that. I get a
You
lot.
still have it?
I don't do it anymore because I started like not posting the pictures, but I would post about them.
Yeah.
And they
Oh.
knew it was them, right?
I
So
mean,
they
you
kind
could
of
create a
stopped.
website.
Yeah.
People could pay to see it, or they could pay to have it removed.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm making money.
Exactly.
But
On
I've
both
gotten
ends.
a lot. But like some of the most unhinged shit has happened to me being on social media because I was really naive going into it. I didn't think, I just thought it was just Facebook. You know what I mean? But I've had
Right.
some really crazy shit happen. I had one guy who would like talk to himself for like 3 years straight in my DM. And then one Christmas, he said, I don't know if you were on my Facebook, Will, when that happened, but he made Christmas cards of my face and my pictures, and he was actually giving them out to his family.
Oh my.
And he sent me Christmas pictures of myself. And I fucking posted it because it was the funniest and most unhinged shit ever.
Wait, like he photoshopped you, like you two were together?
Like I don't even know him. He talked to himself in my DM for like over 3 years, just talking to himself. And then next thing you know, I get pictures sent to me and it's of my pictures that he took from Facebook and he made Christmas cards.
God
And
damn.
he sent me a message, and he was like, "Oh, I gave them to my friends and family for Christmas." I was like, "Oh, this is getting posted. Like this is fucking gold."
I
Yeah.
mean, kind of romantic if you think about it.
In a serial
Right.
killer kind of
I
way.
mean,
Free
he
Dahmer.
took that first step, so
If you think about it, though, stalkers, they're the only men out there that are going to know your favorite color. They're going to know your birthday.
yeah,
They have
They're
all
going to
the
know
friends.
your favorite food.
they will never.
It's the
forget your
perfect
birthday.
man.
I mean, get a twisted tea in you and suck that man's dick.
Yeah, I've dealt with some really unhinged motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And you know what I
Yes.
noticed too? Like, I don't feel like I ever want to get married after being on social media. The amount of husbands that are in my DM and shit is insane.
Sames.
And it's fucking crazy because they
A lot
look
of
so
husbands in
happy
your
on
DM?
social media. They're like posting with each other and they're so in love, and yet he's in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, she froze.
Oh man,
that's the conspiracy happening. I don't know if it's her connection or ours. Oh, there we
cut
go.
us off.
We're freezing for a second.
That
Hold on.
is froze.
Yeah, you did freeze for a little bit there.
Mhm.
Just for a moment. Well, we caught the husband's part, so that's good. Oh, it's my internet connection. That's all right.
Oh, I'm gonna get so much shit for this podcast. I can feel it now. My
That's
DM's gonna
fine.
get.
I mean, those
That's
husbands
fine.
can pay you to shut the fuck up.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Those husbands can pay you to shut the fuck up.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's fucking
I mean, it could be
crazy.
true. It could be true. They could like that.
So what are you doing, like some public speaking? Are you putting on seminars? What are you doing with your thing there, your advocacy?
With my life, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So the last thing I did was the Global Initiative, and that was in October. That really fucked me up though, because I studied for like 3 months on missing and murdered Indigenous women.
Yeah.
And it was triggering as shit because I'm also a trafficking survivor myself from when I was a little kid. And so I've taken up to that point to now off. And I've just been focusing on going to private therapy and counseling and trying to work through my shit because it started to really affect my work.
Right.
It like really started. So
Mhm.
once I get back from my break, I plan on working with a few other people. I was in contact with the head of public health, the Indigenous department in my city. So she reached out, or the college here or university got me to reach out to her and introduced us. So we were planning on doing something in the near future. And then I'm going to be writing my first book. And my first
Well, that's
book is going
cool.
to be, yeah, it's going to be about trauma, addiction, and mental health because I'll be celebrating 13 years sobriety clean this
There we go.
October.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
right.
So
Great.
I want to raise awareness about mental health and like kind of humanize addicts more, you know, because I feel like
Yeah.
they just get shit on and they get looked
Mhm.
down on so much. And a lot of people when they like I talk to them and I first meet them, they're shocked that I'm an ex-addict. Like I was homeless. I lost my three oldest kids and I was an addict, right? And they're like, but you don't look it. You don't fit the
Right.
stereotype. And
Right.
I got addicted to pain prescription pills.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
I actually needed them though. Like I really did need them in that moment, but I got dependent. So that just lets you know that addiction can happen to anybody. It's
Mhm.
not
Right.
just somebody who's got trauma or mental health, right? It can just be an accident that happens and you get on pain medication and the next thing you know you're addicted and your whole life goes to shit.
Well, for a while there, they
Mhm.
were handing oxys like they were popcorn, right, at the
Like
clinics.
candy. Like I was
Yeah.
on
Mhm.
Percocet
Yeah.
and they were giving them to me
Yeah.
like crazy. And that's how I got addicted. A lot of my family too,
Hmm.
like a lot, like I feel like that's why we're seeing such bad issues when it comes to addiction now. A lot of people could have started off on pills
Mhm.
and then went to harder drugs. I've had family members who've overdosed and died who started off on pills and they moved to harder drugs too, right?
Hmm. Right.
So
I mean, we've seen similar here.
Yeah.
it's bad. I feel like it's bad everywhere.
Yeah.
It's really,
yeah.
really bad everywhere now. It's like everybody's addicted to everything. And it's crazy because once you get clean and sober, that's when you really start to notice it. And I
Yeah.
had a family member who recently got clean and sober last year, and he said that to me. He said, "Is it just me or is like everybody on shit?" And I said, "No, it's because you're clean now. You're starting to
Right.
really
Mhm.
notice how bad it is. You can't see it when you're in the middle of it yourself, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, you hear that?
Uh-huh.
You guys
Lay
hear
off the
that?
shit.
Why
You
you,
guys hear
Lay
that?
off the shit.
what do
You could join us. You could join us, good people, one day.
what do you think I'm on?
Get on our high horse,
You get
you
on
know?
our high horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have you know I
One day
am
soon.
clean from nicotine for at least 3 days.
Really? You know what? That's the only thing that's been hard for me is trying to quit smoking. I started smoking when I was like 10, and
Yeah.
I'm going
Oh
to be
yeah.
39 next month.
Hmm.
And I feel like getting off the pills and stop drinking, like that shit was way easier than like smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoking's tough.
And then I use it as an excuse. I'm like, I don't
Right.
drink, I don't do pills, I don't do this and that. Like that's my only vice, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, leave me the fuck alone. That's my only vice. Like
Right.
I'm like that with Xbox.
other than like
Fuck you.
Pornhub.
You're like that with Chinese food, you
Yeah,
motherfucker.
oh
Yeah.
man, it's bad.
Oh yeah.
Chinese
Yeah.
food's so good. I think it's the drugs they put in it.
Maybe.
It is the drugs.
So what's the mental health and wellness situation like in Six Nations? Because like in Akwesasne, there's some pretty big moves towards like healing and all that. We have quite a few programs. What's it up like there?
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I haven't worked with a whole lot of how do I put it? So, doing the work I've done since 2018. So, I've really been and I do advocacy too, right? So, I talked about okay, the documentary and yeah, being on the panel in October, but I do a lot of advocacy behind the scenes in my free time. And I don't work with a lot of Native organizations. I've tried. I've reached out to them and introduced myself, and they weren't really interested, which is crazy to me.
Right.
But a lot of the advocacy I've done, to be really honest with you, and it's really upsetting, is I want to say 80 to 90% of the people I've worked with, it was Native people going up against Native organizations or Native agencies.
Right.
And that shit is mind blowing. It's like
Right.
our own people in higher positions are oppressing our own.
That tracks.
Josh has opinions about
I
this.
gotta be honest, right? Like I have to be honest about it. And yeah, it's like almost 90% of the people I've worked with, they're going up against other Native organizations, chief and council. I had one where I worked with her and the chief on a reserve way out, he was going to be charged. And and we ended up working through that, and he apologized to her, and so I haven't really worked with a lot of people on Six Nations. I can't really say. I can say from what I've been told through family and stuff, like it's pretty, there's a lot of addiction out there. I know that they do have a lot of different organizations though, because when I was getting clean and I was getting my life back together, I worked with a few on the reserve. And they were really, really good. The one Native woman shelter on the reserve, they do everything. Transitional support worker. I had one of them, shout out to Dina Miller, and she helped me get my life back together. So there are some agencies and stuff like that out there on the reserve that do help with it, but I honestly can't say I haven't worked with a whole lot of Native organizations, unfortunately. It seems like I work more with like within the white community.
Oh, really?
I'm like the little token Indian, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like sometimes though. But I feel like they're I don't know, it's so weird. I feel like they're more understanding, and like they actually appreciate the work that I'm doing within the community more so than a lot of the Native organizations themselves. So
They probably pay better too.
oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, because they get better funding, right?
Right.
And I even said that at the global initiative before, like my closing speech and stuff. I said, like, it's so important for the government to give better funding for programs and counseling and therapy and drug treatment. But I made sure to put in there that it's even more important that we have like people who work within these Native organizations higher up, like they're people of integrity and they have a genuine love for our community. Because they're like the bridge, right? Like they got to go through you to get the help that we need. So it's important. But yeah.
Does the name Cindy White? Does the name Cindy White ring a bell?
I'm not sure, truthfully. It does kind of sound familiar.
Because she's from Akwesasne, but she does live out in Six Nay. So.
Oh, okay.
So you remember where it is now?
By Alberta.
No, it's still
Phoenix, Alberta, right? It's like oil sands and shit there. Fires.
Oh, we're by
On
Toronto.
fire. The half of Canada that's on fire.
Okay. That's not even us. It's not
I
even
know.
close.
It's way farther north.
All right, Josh just he's like a dog, a trainer. He just loves putting my nose back in the shit.
Yeah, if there's a horse over there, I'll kick it.
Yeah.
How you learn.
I get it. I fucked up. I'm not a geography nut. My bad.
So how often are you posting? Like, how often are you on?
Every
like
fucking day.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like, how often?
Fucking day.
Every fucking minute of the day?
Pretty much every day. I actually so I would just fuck around for the longest time for years. And then I started taking it a bit more seriously. That's when I started seeing, like I said, within this last month was like just shy or just over 160,000 views. But that's like me posting multiple times a day too. Yeah. And I share within groups. So I'll share my meme or my post in different groups. So that way it gets seen more and my following is even went up some. I should have more followers than what I do, but I got banned. And then I got
Right.
shadow banned where
Mm.
people were messaging me and they're like, oh, we don't see your post. Like, we have to go onto your wall. And I'm
No,
like,
you started calling out these husbands, and then they're like, "Oh shit, I gotta unfollow her now."
reporting me. Oh my God, don't even go there. I've had people be assholes and report my shit just to be jerks.
Oh,
I
really?
love that shit. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Well,
spiteful little dicks.
let's name all those husbands right now.
Fuck no. Are you crazy? I know.
We'll do it. We have
I
guns.
know.
It's America.
Are there any husbands from Akwesasne doing that?
Oh, you know who reached out to me though? I was shocked as fuck. This is kind of how I knew that I was like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes we're not self-aware. Me, I'm not self-aware, right? And
Right.
my cousin said, like, sometimes you don't look at yourself the way other people look at you, which is
Right.
true, right? It's so true. I look at myself like mama five, whatever, doing my thing. But one thing that happened that kind of made me be like, holy fuck, I'm making some noise was when Don Burnstick slid in my DM.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
I know. And I was like, holy fuck, it's really you. And I was like, I seen you when you were on Six Nations. And I said, that was a couple years ago. And he's like, well, it would have been 2 ex-wives for me and probably 3 babies ago for you. And I was like, he was on
Wow.
point though. It was like 2 kids ago. It was
got
like
this
2
figured
kids
out.
ago. He was close. He was close.
Nice.
Uncle Don, you dirty bastard. I
What's
love
Yeah,
up,
it.
he
dude?
hit me up and he was talking to me for a bit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like knowing I got his attention, I was like, oh, wow.
Was he looking for number 6?
I don't know. We didn't get that far. I wouldn't say anyway.
Hey,
How do you do with public speaking?
What do you mean?
How do you do with public speaking? Are you good at it? Do you get nervous? What?
So the first time I ever did, other than the documentary, like I'm good on film. No, I'm just joking. But like, but like I
nice.
am good on film with the documentary, right? But
We
the
can
first
call it
time
a
I did-
documentary.
Yeah.
How to
Um,
make a baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can delete the OF.
Let her finish her story.
no, I'm just shaking my head for fuck's sakes. So
Okay.
the first time, you gonna let me answer or what? So the first time was I did oh yeah, last year too. The city of Oshawa had their 100-year anniversary and I did the land acknowledgement for the music. It was some type of music event that they were having. And it was weird as fuck because that was the first time I ever got on stage. And at first I was nervous. All of a sudden, like it was normal. And I can't just, I don't know. It was weird. It was like I was meant to be there. It felt like I have done this my whole life. And it was just so, it was so normal for me.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Like
you
I
were
didn't, that was my very first time on stage speaking in front of like a bunch of people. And yeah, it felt like home.
you were acknowledging your own land?
Yeah, I was doing
We acknowledge this was ours. Get the fuck out.
can't quite say that, but yeah. So I had to do
In a
the
much
landing
nicer
zone.
way, yeah.
But
We're
yeah,
gonna
I did
complain
the
about your
landing
taxes.
zone,
It's rent, fuckers.
right? Don't even get me started on that.
Well, I think what I'm getting at is, do you think you could eventually take a shot at stand-up comedy?
You've been asking me. You've been asking me.
I
I
have been
seen our
asking you.
DM and I was like, he's gonna do it again. I knew you were gonna fucking ask again.
I ask you all the time
I
because
know.
we're always trying to find more female voices to do it.
I think I could. I think
Yeah.
I think I could, yeah.
The world of comedy is a sausage fest.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of female, like especially native comedians either, right? Like
You know
there's a
why?
couple.
Not a lot of native
You know
comedians,
why?
period.
Because
No.
anytime there is a female comic starting up, they get extinguished as soon as they fucking can by other female comics or by all the men. Being like, she's not that funny. It's like, well, neither were we. It takes a little bit, you know. It takes us like about a year to be like, turn on the funny, be like, okay, this is how you do it, huh? And then you
Because you
fucking start knocking them out of the park.
the formula for it, right? For
The
yourself.
formula, yeah.
You do, right? But I noticed that there's not very many, and then the few I seen, it's like they're favored. They get favored the most, and like I noticed that.
Mhm.
But I was
Yeah.
wondering, because me and Don, I didn't really end up replying. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't end up really replying to the one last message. So I'm wondering if that's why he was hitting me up too to talk to me about that, but I don't know. But yeah, I
Mm.
would take a crack at it. I would try. I think it'd be fun.
Woo!
I think it'd be fun.
Fuck yeah.
Why didn't you respond to the last message? Was it a dick pic?
Was it that African one you mentioned?
No.
Uncle Don,
Got
you
it.
dirty
Got a
bastard.
war club?
Got to see little Don in action.
Holy fuck.
His little fire starter.
No, I don't remember why.
We
He
love
sent
Don
me
Burnstick.
something and then I like didn't end up really replying to it, but he did. He slid in my DM.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And my girlfriends are like, ooh, is he just trying to hit? Like, is he trying to hit it? And I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, don't say that. Fuck, leave Uncle alone. But I think he's amazing. His comedy kills me because it's real and it's honest. You know what I mean? I find like, because again, what did I say? Like, our people are really good at laughing about our own trauma. You know what I mean? And I feel like, yeah, a lot of his shit's hilarious because it's true. Like him saying that with me and the babies. You know what I mean? Like that was like 3 babies ago for you and like 2 wives for me. Like it's true. It's funny, but it's true. But yeah, I give it a try.
So what's the
And I'm
comedy scene
definitely
like
not
there?
one to be bullied either, so I'm not too worried about that. Because I think it too. Like I grew up in a really fucking dysfunctional family. A lot of us have,
Oh yeah.
and the roasting by my own dad. Like Kevin, I think it was Kevin Hart who said like you pre-bully your kids. Like I was pre-bullied. Like so I can roast with the best of them. And it's funny because it's fucking hard for me trying to like date guys and talk to other guys because I tend to like roast them. I do it like unintentionally too. And then it doesn't go well.
Hey man, if he can't hang, he's not gonna hang. Am I
No,
right?
you're not, right? Because that's just my sense
Yeah.
of humor.
So are you gonna get us a show out there or what?
Sure, let's get
Where you
something
wanna go?
going.
Get us a
Where?
show in 6NA.
How's the comedy scene? What's
We'll
that
have
like?
you open up for us.
That's scary.
Mhm.
I'm fucking this big shit. And I sat on the fucking panel for Canada and I'm getting scared of opening on my own reserve.
Sometimes that's the hardest. Our people can be assholes sometimes.
Yeah.
Get us a
that.
gig at the Legion. We'll go there.
Sludge.
If you boo me, I'm not famous yet. I will throw hands. Like,
There you go.
I'll tell you right now. You fucking leave me outside.
What do you have for venues out there in 6NA?
We got, trying to think of what it was. I think it was just like the community hall or something that Don Burnstick did it in too. He did it in like, the community hall.
Well, then get us a gig at the community hall.
Yeah, I've been to Six Nations a few times and it seems kind of quiet at night,
Yeah, I
other
think-
than like weird bush parties.
I think I might only been there once.
Hey now, fucking relax. Don't tell our secrets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I spent some
For
time
sure.
standing at a protest up there one time.
I thought you were gonna say you spent some time in the bush,
Yeah, shaking it.
the bushes with them.
I spent plenty of time in a bush, yeah.
Partial bush for me.
Oh yeah,
Partial
he
bush
likes
for me.
it trimmed.
Yeah, I like the grass cut, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
I like the variety of bushes.
Yeah.
But I think I really care about that shit though. Like, do you guys actually give a shit about that? I feel like guys
No.
are so gross that they don't care.
No.
No.
Fuck no.
No, bring it on. Give me all the hair.
Then I'll attack your grandmother. Give me the chance.
All the hair.
Yeah. I'll get your grandma. You give me a
Yeah,
chance.
give me some hair on the stomach too.
Hell, I might get your grandfather too.
Give me hair on the nips too. Why not?
I seen the video where you guys did comedy for like this elderly center.
Oh shit.
I seen the video where you're like, we made all the doodles upset. What did you do? What is it that made them upset?
That's a Johnny video. What did we do?
We didn't do much, honestly. We just
Ready?
yeah,
We were trying to fuck their granddaughters. That's
Yeah.
what.
yeah. Like all their diabetes meds.
Offerings or nothing, eh? No offerings or anything first.
Boy.
So where do you get your inspiration for your memes? Like, what's your process? Do you just share them, or do you make your own, or how does it work?
I used to make my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her
When I had
inspiration is the trauma. What are you talking
I just remember.
All the spankings.
but no, if I see something funny, I post it. Like I have
Yeah.
a really fucked up morbid sense of humor though. Like
Oh yeah.
why I call my supporters and shit, they're my savages because some of the posts are fucking savage. Like,
Mhm.
but if I find it funny, I'm gonna post it. I don't give a fuck
Right.
what other people think. If you
Yeah,
don't like
right
it,
on.
then keep scrolling. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I tell people too, like if me shit posting weeds out a lot of the weaker people too. If you can't
Yeah.
stomach my
Mhm.
shit, I'm glad. Get the fuck out of here, right?
Yeah, it's
Makes
easy
room
enough
for
to
more people
unfollow.
to
Yeah.
fan.
Right.
But no, I look for different memes. If I see something and I think it's hilarious, then I'll just screenshot, crop, post. It goes up.
Yeah.
Put your own watermark in there. I made this.
You know what? When I was making memes, I had to fucking do that because a lot of these guys were like taking my shit. And
Yeah.
they were like, and they wouldn't even give me credit for it. And I'm literally making the memes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Nope. If you see a meme I made, it's got this nice Aboriginal Outlaws logo there. Those are memes I make.
Yeah, you guys
yeah.
did a good job with that. I love that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same.
So where did the
Fine.
name come from?
This guy.
I don't know. We just fucking thought of it.
Just fucking around.
Yeah, just fucking around. Aboriginal Outlaws. It's unique. I'll give it that.
No, it is. I like the name.
Mhm.
You get a better answer if you ask him how he came up with my stage name. You know.
It's
Sugar
not
Bear,
just
right?
not just the stage name. That's the nickname.
Right, he's
And
gonna get it
all
legally
nicknames.
changed.
Yeah, that's what the nickname. That's the name on his license now.
So when he runs for tribal chief, we can put Sugar Bear in there.
Sugar Bear.
Yeah.
How's
Yep.
that name come about?
Because he's had a dick in his mouth. He's the only outlaw to ever.
Those twisted teas,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Fucking owls.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. He thinks it's because he's sweet and he's just a nice guy, great father, hell of a fucking gentleman. But no, it's because he's kind of gay. Yeah.
Like a splash.
Yeah. Just a touch.
You know how when you make spaghetti sauce and you got to throw just a little sugar in there? That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Just a little
A little bit.
splash of gay.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I guess.
Make sure everything's well rounded.
Mhm.
You're a well rounded individual.
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
diversity hire.
DEI. It's our DEI.
No, sometimes I swear to God, that's what I feel like when like some of these universities and colleges and stuff want me to work there. They'll be like, oh, well, we don't have any like indigenous people in our faculty. And I'm like, oh, and then they'll be like, hey, can you put her wherever? Like, don't box her, like, put her all over. And I'm like, yeah, I'm the token Indian. Like, you make me
Yeah.
feel like token Indian.
Yeah, they want your flag in front of the building.
Yeah.
Just,
I think it's the boobs. I told you. I think it's the boobs. I think
What boobs? Oh, those boobs.
you see the camera now. I think it's the boobs.
we've noticed. Yeah.
What's funny is that I don't post a lot of like selfies on my Facebook either. Mm-mm.
But the ones
Because
you
I
do post count. Oh yeah,
They do,
they count?
but I feel like it takes away from my funny. I feel like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like I do. I feel like it takes away from my funny and it takes away from whatever like plight I'm trying to like push out there and get, you know. And then plus when I post,
I have to
like,
disagree. I have to disagree.
what?
Because if I didn't see them, I'd be like, hey, you know what? She's actually really funny. I would. All because of your awesome selfies. I was like, you know what? She cracks me up.
No, but you know what I mean? People focus too much on looks and shit, I find. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
fuck
then
that.
tell
Focus
this
on
guy to
looks.
stop calling me fat then. No, I'm kidding. I'm more than my roundness, you bastard.
He's also lazy.
That's fucking mean, dude.
It's the truth.
How long have you guys all known each other?
5 years.
Yes.
Oh, really?
No, me and Johnny have known each other since the sandbox.
Yeah,
but-
like forever.
Tangentially for a decade.
Yeah.
But I'm a little older than that.
Here's there for a while, but like we weren't like actual friends or
No.
acquaintances
No.
up until what 2018.
Something like that.
2018.
Right before COVID, that's when we all kind of fell into the goddamn same bar.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Josh, I would see him around, and
I used to be respectable.
honestly, the few times I did run into him, it was always like in passing, and I never was just like, I could be friends with that guy.
Oh, he slid into my DMs when I used to work out. I used to be really shredded.
Yeah.
And like with post workout videos, and he'd be like,
Are you seeing a pattern here? The more skin you show, I'm gonna slide in and be like, "You want to do comedy?"
I think it was your inspiration. So now I'm fat too.
It happens.
Lazy.
He's the only guy who got secondhand fat. So, what are the plans for the future? Anything else coming up?
So I want to write a few books, not just the one. I want to do a few of them. And then maybe do some more public speaking. Maybe. We'll see. I like to leave it open. I don't want to put myself in like just one box. You know what I mean? I really don't, because like I said, there's so much more to me than that. There's my, my social media, and I know I'm funny. I know I've been told, I know I have a great sense of humor, and it's actually gotten me through a lot of trauma in my life. So, but yeah, I want to keep it open. And you never know what pops up, right? Like
Right.
when I did the land acknowledgement for Oshawa, I didn't know, but an assistant dean of a college was in the crowd, and he seen me on stage. And as soon as I got off stage, he approached me. And that's when he was like, "Hey, we want to do, we need more speakers at the college and blah, blah, blah." And he's also the one who he handpicked me for the panel for North America.
Wow.
So you never know, right?
Right.
One opportunity, what that could lead to, who's actually sitting and watching you. Never
Right.
know.
Yeah, exactly. Never
Hey,
know.
man, that's like 8 Mile.
Yeah.
If you had one shot, one opportunity. You know what I mean? So how much of I don't want to get too dark. Just whatever you're comfortable sharing, of your story, like what led you to this now?
Oh, so both of my parents were residential school survivors. So they both went to the Mohawk Institute, which is like the very first, I believe it's the very first residential school open in Canada.
You would know that.
Mush hole. Yeah, the mush hole.
The mush hole, you guys know.
Yeah.
So growing up, like my dad did his thing. Like neither of my parents had education, and I don't blame them, because who the fuck would want to go back to school?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't blame them for that. So my dad made his money in other ways, and he did what he needed to do to put food on the table for us, and that's basically it, right? But he also drank quite a bit to cope. I feel like it's to cope.
Yeah.
And my mom, she had a gambling habit. So then my mom ended up leaving my dad at when I was like 10, I think it was 9 or 10. And it was rough. Like my dad was the provider and he was the planner. And now I'm left with my mom, who has a gambling addiction like crazy. So we lost everything. Like I went from, I seen the best of both worlds. So as being little, my dad had the nicest car on the whole street, and everybody was like they all worked for like DeFasco and Stelco and Steel Car.
Yeah.
But yet my dad had the nicest car, right? And we had the biggest TV on over and watch cartoons and shit at our house. I had a very comfortable life, and then it went to shit. Like no food, no hydro, no hot water, eating out of the garbage when I was like 10, 11, you know. Yeah, it was rough. And then being home alone a lot. And my older brothers were off doing their own thing because they're like 15 and 11 years
Yeah.
older than me. So they're already moved out, right? So I'm literally by myself having to fend myself because my mom's just like never home. And that created a lot of fucked up shit too, right? But even prior to that, like I was trafficked as a little girl by a family member. And that really like set the tone. I feel like it set the tone for a lot of horrible shit to happen in my life also. I've been through a lot. Like you wouldn't think I don't look what I've been through, right? But I have been through hell. And then I ended up getting addicted to pain medication. Prior to that, just before that, when I was like 16, 17, I was dating this guy and he locked me in his room for 3 days and like tortured the shit out of me. So I was diagnosed with like PTSD
Right.
when I was only 17.
Wow.
I know I had it prior to then, but that's when the doctors finally diagnosed it, right? I feel like that was another thing with the pain medication because Percs and Oxys are different than a Tylenol. They're so different and they work on the brain differently because they were originally meant for patients who were terminally ill, like they were dying, because it does something to your emotions. Those pills, I'm telling you, they make you not feel. And so, yeah, I was prescribed to taking it. I got addicted and I liked it because I couldn't feel. I couldn't feel all the trauma and all the hurt. And like none of my family, like my mom never went to therapy. That was never even really a thing. I feel like for that generation, it wasn't even a thing. It wasn't even considered because when you're stuck in survival mode for so long, that's all you can see. You're just worried about getting through that day. You're not worried about looking for help or your future or anything like that, right? So then I ended up yeah, like I said, like losing everything. Like lost the kids, lost my house, lost my money, was homeless for a while. And then I met my kid's dad and he stayed with me through all of it. Like he didn't leave my side. He believed in me. I started utilizing different Native organizations in Hamilton and on the reserve and started slowly like rebuilding my life back, going to court. Took me 5 years to get sole custody of my three oldest. But I did it. I didn't give up. Like I felt like every fucking month we were in court. And it's crazy because it was like I wasn't even fighting my ex no more. I was fighting Children's Aid. It was like me and Children's Aid, not even him anymore, right?
Right.
So that was a battle and got through that. And then yeah, and then I was just minding my own brown ass business and I got a message from somebody who I worked with while rebuilding my life. And they were like, "Hey, do you want to take part in this study and this, that, and the other?" And going through my own trauma, you know, like that's what the documentary talks about too, is like the trauma that these doctors cause our people is insane.
Yeah.
And that's why these babies are dying from curable illnesses, is because we're fucking bullied so bad that we don't even want to take our kids in. We're scared. They bully and they scare people, right?
Yeah.
And I have my own experience with that. So I, knowing what I went through with some of these doctors in the city, I was like, absolutely, I'll do it. And like I said, I did the study. Once they heard how horrific the story was with my daughter, they decided to do a documentary to help educate these doctors to try to like stop it, because it's awful. Yeah, so that's basically it. Like, I came from two residential school survivors who were, it was rough though. Like, growing
Yeah.
up was really rough, having nothing. I came from nothing. So where I am now.
Where can we see that
Yeah.
documentary? Is that released? Is that something we can find
Yeah,
and
so you
put the
can go
link?
to indigenousmomandbaby.org, and there's my story and another girl named Christina. Her story's on there.
All right. We'll
And
put a
that's
link
where
on
the
there.
public can
Yeah.
view it. And there's a warning. Like, there's a warning
Yeah.
as soon as you go on the website. If you pull it up, you'll see, because some of the it's sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really sad, right? But it's
Yeah.
a good thing, because it makes an impact, because that was the whole thing. That was my whole thing doing it, was even if it changed one doctor or one nurse's way, the way they look at us, I
Yeah.
wanted them to see us more humanized.
Right.
Right? Like, we're humans. Like, and that's why I say in the documentary, it's so important for you to know our people's past. You're not dealing with just like regular folk here. You're dealing with very deeply traumatized people because of the residential schools.
Absolutely.
And even with the global initiative, when I brought the missing and murdered Indigenous women, like, I studied for months, right? And I said, like, I started reading off all of the Stats Canada, the RCMP stats, like stats from victim services and different organizations. And I'm like, wow, like, we really are, Indigenous women and children really are the number one targets here in North America. Like, we really are in Canada. And I started realizing and like piecing shit together too. And it's like, we know that traffickers and shit, they target certain people. They target certain ones. And same thing. I I let them follow the breadcrumbs, right? And it's like, all of these Native women, what do they have in common? A lot of their family are residential school survivors. They grew up in generational trauma, and a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, they live the lifestyle they live because they're trying to cope. They're just trying to cope with all the trauma, like how I did, right, for so long. And it makes them more vulnerable. And that's why I said on the global initiative, like, this is the doing of the Canadian government. Like, yous are the reason why our women and children are targets. Like, I forget what the percentage was of Indigenous children in care, and it's high. Like,
It's high. It's like super high. It's like the
the
most.
vast majority. We make up the vast majority. And I said on the global initiative, like, 65% of Indigenous children who quote unquote go missing while in care, now that's foster parents or care homes or whatever, they're Indigenous.
Right.
Those are our babies. 65% of all children who go missing in care are our babies. And it's like, why are our babies there to begin with? Because we're so traumatized and we're so broken as a whole from all of the trauma from those schools. Like, that's why the documentary was mostly focused on healthcare professionals and how they're racist, right? I pushed to talk about the residential schools. Like, I made sure that they talked about my parents and my uncle, and because, like I told her, it's important for these new doctors and nurses to really truly know our history, because it's not taught in school. It's not. I didn't even know. You know what's crazy is both my parents were residential school survivors, and I didn't even know what that meant, because I wasn't taught about any of it in school. I had no idea what a residential school was. I just knew both of my parents went there.
Right. They just tell you how awesome Canada is, right?
Yeah, like, that's a problem. Like, that's a huge problem that, and it pissed me off the way a lot of people view our community. And it's like, there's a reason why our community is the way it is, like, traumatized throughout the generations, and our language taken and our ways taken and everything, that's going to have a really, really big impact. And then our people get demonized for the effects of what was done.
Or for fighting back.
Yeah, that too. right? Like that too. Like it's crazy. And I find it interesting too, the when I'll deal with doctors and the way they'll talk to me and I'll pick it up right away.
Mhm.
Their attitude and the way they'll talk to me. And I'll be an asshole
Mhm.
and I'll be like, hey, you should check out indigenousmomandbaby.org.
Yeah.
And as soon as they do, when I tell you they're nice as shit,
Mm.
because they're scared, like, oh my God, we could be featured in the next documentary. You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean? Like, I
Yeah.
know, I see, I pick up on that. I talk about it. You guys got to watch it. I talk
Definitely.
about that
Yeah.
too. Like, the wait times, how we notice their attitude and their behaviors, and like, we pick up on all that shit. Don't think we don't. We
Right.
do.
Fuckers.
Mhm.
That's why Johnny doesn't like going to the doctor.
I don't like going to Canadian doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. American side, no problem. I can go to fucking Messina Hospital right now and be in and out in an hour.
Yeah.
I go to fucking
Really?
Cornwall, I'll be sitting there till
Oh
fucking.
yeah. Yeah. The American
Yeah.
side, you'll go broke, but they'll see you right
I
back.
brought my daughter. My daughter got sick probably about a month ago, and I
Hmm.
didn't want to fucking wait 12 hours in a Canadian hospital. I brought her
Yeah.
to Messina. We were in and out in like an hour and a half.
Wow.
Yep. They even get this. They even took her Canadian health card.
So it might be faster just to drive here, you
Mhm.
go to the hospital,
Yep. Yep.
and
Wow.
then drive
That's
back.
crazy.
But I've also witnessed that wait time in Canada against
Yeah.
Indigenous people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah,
Or
I talk about that. I said the way you make us wait and
Yeah.
just your attitude in general when you see
Mhm.
us,
Yeah.
they're just shitty for no reason. I've experienced it so many times. It's disgusting.
I sat there one day for like probably almost fucking 20 hours till I actually pulled the race card and mentioned dead Indians. And then they fucking hopped up. They gave the person I was with
That's
the
what I mean.
shot.
Like
Yeah.
exactly. And you shouldn't even have to go to that point. I
Yeah.
shouldn't even have to be like, hey, you should look up
Mhm.
indigenous.momandbaby.org.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even have to bring that up. You should just be treating people like human
Mhm.
beings that they are. It's just,
Right.
it's so mind blowing to
Yeah.
me. And how it's so okay. And how in 2025, we're finally seeing
Mhm.
Indigenous designers in
Mhm.
Paris.
Right.
And we're finally seeing us in Hollywood more. And you know what? Like burns my ass, to be honest with you. I feel like none of that, none of this would have happened had the babies not been found in 2021.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
Mhm.
That's when they started to acknowledge what they really did.
Mhm.
Because up to that point, we were told we were liars. Oh,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
never happened. You
Mhm.
guys are lying. You're exaggerating. But it wasn't until the babies were found.
Mhm.
Now we're not liars.
Yeah.
Now,
Right.
you know what I
Right.
mean? We're not exaggerating. Like this really did happen. That we finally started to become more accepted.
Yeah. Then social media has allowed us to share it all. Uh-oh.
Oh
Where'd you
man,
go? You still there?
her battery died.
Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
tuning in tonight, listening to Shawna Hill, great lady. I'm hoping the Aboriginal Outlaws and Shawna can collaborate on something someday.
Yes.
We'll be getting our asses out there to six nay, not Alberta, six nay.
Mhm.
But anyway, thanks for tuning in. We are the Aboriginal Outlaws. I'm the Sugar Bear,
Johnny B.
I'm Joshua.
and we will see you next week.
Is she coming back?
No,
Oh,
way to ruin the sign off, you fucking
I
turd.
think I'm gonna just cut that part out.